Imagine this. One morning, you wake up and learn that $21 trillion, yes, trillion, has vanished from America's books. Gone, erased. And here's the kicker. Nobody in power wants to talk about it. Not Congress, not the Federal Reserve, not even the Pentagon. Sounds like a thriller, right? But this isn't fiction. This is what some call the biggest financial hijack in U.S. history. And the scariest part? It may have been completely legal. So how do trillions disappear without a single protest in the streets? Let's roll back to 1998. Officially, America was booming. Wall Street was roaring. Unofficially, something darker was happening. A silent takeover. Not by soldiers, but by accountants. Instead of tanks, the weapons were undocumentable adjustments. Bureaucratic jargon for we move the money, but we're not showing you where. Trillions quietly slid off the books. The rules had changed, and the American people weren't even invited to the meeting. By 2015, Dr. Mark Skidmore and his team uncovered federal statements showing $21 trillion in transactions that couldn't be traced. That number? It was bigger than the entire U.S. national debt at the time. Let that sink in. And here's where it gets worse. Could the number be even higher? Yes, because the data trail is broken, bank records blocked, oversight mechanisms gutted, transparency vanished. Then, while the nation was glued to the Kavanaugh hearings in 2018, Washington dropped a quiet bomb. FASAB Statement 56. Sounds boring, right? Don't be fooled. This policy allows government agencies to alter or even omit financial disclosures without telling you, not just a few agencies. Over 150 entities and contractors, from defense firms to major banks. In plain English, the U.S. budget now has an invisibility cloak. So, if trillions can move in secret, who benefits? Enter the systemically important financial institutions, the so-called untouchables. Break a law? They don't get shut down. They just pay a fine and keep going. It's been called a built-in penalty system, where fines are just part of the business model. And behind them, the shadow operators. Some point to the Bank for International Settlements, the central bank of central banks. But insiders whisper that even BIS is just middle management. The real power? Intergenerational capital pools. Ancient wealth networks hidden behind foundations and endowments. One name that surfaces often, the Harvard Endowment. At $50+ billion, it's less of a college fund and more of a global syndicate. Meanwhile, everyday Americans fall further behind. Students buried in debt, wages flatlined, universities pumping out grads with more bills than opportunities. The system is being locked down, while the gatekeepers tighten their grip. So here's the real question. If we can't follow the money, how do we follow the truth? This isn't about Democrats or Republicans. It's about whether the foundation of America's economy still belongs to its citizens, or if it's already been hijacked. And that's why you're here, to rethink everything. If this opened your eyes, smash that like button, share this video with a friend, and drop your thoughts in the comments. Because I want to know, do you think this money is gone forever, or just hiding in plain sight? Don't miss what's coming next. It's even darker.